All right, guys, we are back. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Regardless where you're at on this planet, it is so great to see the smiling face of yours. Friends, today we're going to be talking about 7 things every beginner photographer needs. Now, let me start by saying that there are way more than 7 things you'll need as a photographer, but for you beginners out there, you can scale down that list of must-have things to just a handful of items, 7 things to be exact. With the photography gear I'll discuss in this video, you'll be able to create a highly effective kit that will help you learn and grow as a photographer. Now, before we get started with this video, let me take a second to welcome you to the channel if you've never been here before. We do all sorts of videos at Photography Talk, from educational stuff just like this to weekly roundup of photography news to gear reviews and much more. So if you haven't already, take a second and hit that subscribe button so you'll be sure to stay up to date with all of our content. And besides, by subscribing, you'll get all the details on our monthly giveaways. And who knows, you could win a great prize to add to that photography kit. So now, pull up a seat and let's go. Now, I'm assuming that you have a DSLR or a mirrorless camera with interchangeable lenses. If that's the case, one of the first things that you should buy is a fast prime. Now, a prime lens has a fixed focal length, like 24 millimeters, 35 millimeters, 50 millimeters, and so forth. And there are a bunch of benefits of these lenses. For example, like they're really sharp, they're often small and lightweight, so they're very easy to carry around. And also they have really big apertures like 1.2, 1.4, and f1.8. Guys, these big apertures let tons of light in for low light shooting. Big apertures also help blur the background in your images. Even better, since you can't zoom in with a prime lens, it forces you to zoom with your feet. This means that you have to move to your left or you move to your right. You have to get closer or you have to get further away from your subject to frame the shot. All this moving around helps you develop that creative eye of yours. And no matter what brand your camera is, there are many different options for a fast prime lens. There are many inexpensive versions as well. One of the most widely available and cheapest prime lenses is the 50mm 1.8, which you can get brand new for about $125, depending upon the manufacturer. These are great all-around lenses that you can put on your camera in the morning and shoot all day. Heck, guys, you can even shoot video footage with these as well. Now, getting a fast prime might seem unnecessary if your camera came with a kit lens, but I'm telling you, once you see the difference between your kit lens and a fast prime lens in terms of sharpness, color, contrast, bokeh, and other elements, you'll understand how valuable a fast prime lens can be. Just like lenses, there are all kinds of tripods from many different manufacturers. Now, when you're just starting out, it might be tempting to buy a cheap tripod that you can find on Amazon. Friend, I would caution heavily against that. See, the problem is with cheap tripods is that they simply don't last, and I'm talking through experience. By the time you buy or replace 2, 3, 4 tripods over the years, man, you could have bought one really good one. Now, think of a tripod as an investment, something that you can use virtually for every photo and every video that you take. A good tripod will last you years, and it can go to the mountains, it can go to the beach, it can go in your backyard, your home studio, all of the above. So my advice would be to put as much money as you can towards a good, solid tripod. Are tripods sexy like a new lens? Nah, not really. I mean, yeah, you know what, they could be, but they are every bit as important to your kit. Now, without a tripod, it's far more difficult for you to get those tack-sharp images. You must have a tripod, friend, to do things like time-lapse videos and long exposures. So, if you get into making YouTube videos, like what we're doing right here, you need a tripod to steady your camera while you're talking to your audience. In other words, there's just too many things that you need to do to not have a tripod in your camera bag. And if you want my opinion, I did a video on tripods or how to shop for a tripod not too long ago. My recommendation, I like the Peak Design for a travel tripod. Colorado Tripod Company makes a really solid, affordable tripod. In my workhorse, I use ProMedia gear. Actually, I have two of these. This one right here and the one that the camera's on. Not inexpensive, but they are a beast. These are simple to explain. You don't want to cut your photography outing short because your camera runs out of juice or your memory cards fill up. Guys, grab a spare battery or two, any backup memory card. That way you can extend your time and you can spend more quality time out there taking photos. You can buy off-brand batteries on the cheap, but I would check the reviews before you press the buy button. Some third-party batteries are every bit as good as the originals. Others are complete trash. And when you get a spare memory card, prioritize it, guys, not just the space, but also the read and write speed. Once you get into things like shooting in burst mode or recording 4K video, you want a card that can read and write all that data as fast as possible. Now, a polarizing filter is the next thing I would recommend you add to your kit. Polarizers, guys, they're kind of like the Swiss Army knife of lens filters. They do a ton of things. They reduce the glare off of water and non-metallic surfaces. That way, you can actually see the reflection of the landscape on the water surface and not the bright glare of the sun. They also minimize atmospheric haze, which also helps clean up the background of landscape photos and make distant features like mountains appear much crisper. And they also boost contrast in the sky. The blue of the atmosphere appears deeper and richer while the clouds appear brighter white. The primary use of polarizers is in landscape photography, but if you're more interested in portraits, a polarizer can benefit you as well. Polarizers can help minimize the glare of the model's skin and improve the contrast in the sky, can make the background of your portraits much more dynamic. Polarizers are kind of like tripods in that you should think of them as an investment. A good polarizer isn't going to be cheap, but it's worth paying for high quality polarizer that is well built and durable, and since polarizers offer so many benefits, the price tag is much easier to swallow. And guys, here are, in case you want to know which polarizers do I recommend, there are three companies that I think are just really crushing it in terms of filters right now. You have Polar Pro. This is part of their Summit series here, and this is the polarizer just swinging around in there. You have H&Y, which has a very unique magnetic approach to filters, and there's the polarizer right there. And then of course we have Breakthrough Photography, and these guys have a very unique and very impressive polarizer as well, or filter kits as well. So these are the polarizers right here. If you want my opinion, these are the three to go with. Boom! Now, one of the best items you can have in your camera bag to help you get nice, sharp images, friend, is a remote or a cable release. No joke, this is one of those must-have items. Even if you have a camera that's on a tripod, look, the simple act of pressing down on the shutter button can cause enough vibrations in the camera, and that will result in blurry images. But if you remove the need to even touch the camera, that problem goes away. Friend, you can get a wireless remote or a cable release for your camera for just a few bucks. And doing so not only helps you get sharper photos, but you can do those things I mentioned earlier, like time-lapse photography and also long exposures. Now, I realize that time-lapse and long exposures aren't exactly something you're going to be doing on the first day. And you know, who knows? You might be doing it on the first day when you get your camera. If you do, hey, power to you. But there's no harm in planning ahead and having the tools you need to be much more, or be able to do much more advanced photography when you're ready. Now, of course, you need a camera bag to carry all this gear in. Now, as I'm sure you know, camera bags come in all sorts of shapes, sizes, and types. You can get a backpack, a shoulder bag, which I don't have because I don't use a shoulder bag myself, a sling bag, or a messenger style bag. You can also get a bag that fits one camera and a couple lenses, or a big gigantic bag that can hold multiple cameras, lenses, drones, and all other accessories. Now, when searching for the right camera bag, my friend, I would encourage you to think about your specific needs. For example, this is the nomadic Peter McKinnon backpack right here. Might be the way to go because it provides so much stability as you're walking and hiking around. But if you want to explore street photography, maybe a smaller sling, like for example, here's one by Hex Photography right here, is a better choice because you can access your gear for a lens change or swapping out your batteries. The point is, not all bags are made alike, and what works for me, friend, might not work for you. Just do your research, read online reviews, and put a lot of thought into the type of bag you get. If it's a really good one, it will be with you for a very, very long time. Now, there will be times when you need to crop something or straighten an image or add a creative effect to enhance your shots. Now, I've used Photoshop and Lightroom for a long time, but these are certainly not the only options. You can actually find all kinds of free trials out there. That way you can test a lot of different imaging editing programs and find which one works best for you. That way you aren't out any money and you can see what's available on the market and you'll learn some post-processing skills along the way. Just don't make the newbie mistake of never learning how to actually use whatever program you decide to get. Even if it takes 10 minutes a day, or heck, watch one YouTube tutorial a day. It will help you develop many, many more editing skills that will make your images shine and stand out. All right, guys, there you go. 7 things you should consider picking up if you're a beginner photographer. If you need a little bit more instruction, be sure to check out the links below. We have various tutorials that we have on these variety of these subjects over at PhotographyTalk. Now that we're wrapped up, let's talk about that giveaway. Here's the prize package that we put together. A GoPro Hero Black, a HMY K-Series filter kit that includes a circular polarizer, adapter rings, and a ND filter, a Wander Hexad 45-liter duffel bag, and you can't go wrong with a $100 Adorama gift card. Now, each winner will also get a Octopad. Now, friends, this giveaway ends on July 7th, 2020. As always, entering this giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So, get watching some more other content and leave some comments. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself in the forum. If you registered on the site and introduced yourself in the last giveaway, you're still eligible to win. But hey, as I keep saying, swing on by, say hello, we'd love to see you. And friend, that's it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on PhotographyTalk and how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. All right, friend, well, there you go. That was 7 things that every photographer needs when they're first getting started. If you found some entertainment, if you found some value in this video, I sure would appreciate, friend, if you were to hit the like button. And if you're currently not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you part of this community. And while you're at it, smash the hell out of that bell to be notified each time that we come out with a video. All right, friends, my son has been sitting here quietly as I'm shooting this video here. Caleb, you want to say hello?
Hi.
Come here. Come on. So, there you go. Say hello.
Hello.
You want to say, take your best shot? Oh, wait, so guys, we're going to wrap this video up. What are we going to go do after this?
I wanted you to share what just happened. So I throw it up and then did turn it down.
Guys, we're going to play with this airplane here. Caleb, you want to say, get out there and create your best shot? Say, get out there, create your best shot. Get out there, create your best shot.
Go out there and create your best shot.
Heck yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Stay safe.
Bye.